Folks of YouTube, welcome back to another video. We are here playing some Modern today. It's a little bit of Modern action. I apologize in advance for my voice. I'm still recovering from a bit of a cold. Thankfully, it's not COVID, but yeah, my voice is still a little shot, so it might be a little tough to get through, but we will persevere. So this deck, if you haven't seen it yet, is kind of all over the place. It's the new hotness. This is a deck that Aspiringspike built, did extremely well, won 5-0'd a last chance qualifier to enter the Mox Showcase something or whatever this weekend, has been crushing with it on his stream. Be sure to go check him out. I don't know why. If you're watching this, you've probably already seen Aspiringspike, but if for some reason you haven't, go check him out. And yeah, this is a Gruul food deck. It's, you know, Asmo is my baby. I've been in love with that card since its first seen print. And you know, new Asmo deck, who dis, gotta try it out. A lot of similar stuff that we were, you know, had in previous versions, like the Finales, the Troll Kings, obviously for Daredevil, cookbooks, Asmos, Wrenn and Six with Urza Saga. We've seen that before. That's really powerful. Two fairly new additions, well, two brand new additions from the newest set. Sarinth Steelseeker, which is a card that essentially says whenever an artifact enters the battlefield, you can surveil, but if it's a land, you get to put it in your hand. So the really cool thing with that is if you have Cookbook Daredevil going, every time you activate Cookbook, you get a free Steelseeker trigger. You also get triggers off of Saga tokens, you get triggers off of Gilded Goose tokens, you get triggers off of Fable Treasure tokens. There's just infinite ways to get triggers off of the Steelseeker. And yeah, it's just an incredible, you know, value engine. Just gets you through your deck, finds you your powerful cards. Really, really sick. It also puts, you know, Daredevils and Troll Kings into the graveyard, which is more value. And then we have another new card, Scrapwork Mutt, which is kind of an unassuming card, but very powerful for a couple of reasons. One, it's an artifact that triggers Steelseeker. Two, it is a discard outlet for Asmo, so you can go, you know, maybe you turn 3, you go like Scrapwork Mutt, discard a card, get the train going with Asmo. And then it's also something you can mill over or discard. You can discard its cookbook, mill it over with Steelseeker, and gives you a little bit of value because it has Unearth. The Fable of the Mirror Breakers, I'm not like the biggest fan of this card in this deck, but it does a couple of things. It makes artifacts, which are important with Steelseeker. It gives you another discard outlet for Asmo, but there's not a ton of stuff to copy. I mean, I guess copying Steelseeker could be good, maybe copying a Troll King or a Saga token. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sold on the Fables yet, but we'll give it a shot. We'll see how it goes. And a couple one-ofs here for our Saga targets, a Springleaf Drum, a Shadowspear, and a Mishra's Research Desk. Another new card that just allows your Saga to kind of, you know, it basically turns Saga into a divination on the third chapter. And then mana base, the aforementioned Sagas. The only thing that's notable in the mana base is one Gingerbread Cabin. If you're able to fetch it, if you have 3 Forest in play, just gives you another Steelseeker trigger, which is kind of cool. And then moving on to the sideboard, we have Orvars for the what's that deck called? Creativity matchup, Endurance for graveyard decks, Veil of Summer for Rakdos, Soul Guide, Pyrite, and Needle, additional Saga targets, 3 Haywire Mite, and 3 Boseiju here for artifacts and enchantments, namely Hammer Time. So with that, let's see how we do. Haven't played Modern in at least a month. This hand looks good. Turn 1 Goose, turn 2 Finale. Definitely keep this. The symptoms come in over like 12 hours. No, it was a little bit slower than that. Like when I came back from Atlanta is when I first noticed it. I think that's probably where I picked it up because I was hanging around Spike, you know, through most of the weekend, and Spike had similar symptoms. He had like, you know, congestion and cough and all that stuff. But yeah, thankfully it's not COVID, so. Esper Sentinel. I think I'm just going to give them a card because I really want to go Finale for Asmo, play the book, discard Daredevil, so I can have 2 food available next turn. It sucks giving him 1 card, but if I don't give them a card, what's my other line? I could go Finale, pay for Sentinel, but then I don't have a food in play is the issue. And then I won't have an Asmo activation up next turn. I think I just have to give them 1 card. Play Fable. I think that's worse than just playing Finale. Like, you just need to get Asmo in play as quick as possible in this matchup. You just want to have you want to have Asmo active as quick as possible. And this line allows me to do that. You know what I mean? It's not COVID, it's Connive. Interesting. Like, they don't usually have main deck removal for Asmo, right? That's fine. I can beat that. I can beat a Stoneforge Mystic. It's really fine Thursday the 17th at 8 a.m., 8 p.m. I was lying in bed, sick as a dog with a fever, and was... Yeah, it hits you like a truck, you know? Dark Reckoning, thank you for the 5. Alright, where are we at, chat? What are we doing? I Mutt? I could Mutt. Badagaboosh, thank you for the 4, buddy. Much appreciated. I could Fable Pay, but if I Fable Pay, I can't fight anything because I have to sack a food to Goose. What if I just went like Mutt Goose? Kind of down to just go Mutt Goose. Gives me a blocker too. It's Mutt first. I'll save the fetch land for a cabin. Go Goose, get back the Devil. No real reason to make a food now. Yeah, I'm just gonna play defense. We could Fable and not pay. I guess I could Fable not pay. But I think what's gonna happen is I'm just gonna end up killing the Sentinel end of turn. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's fine. I accept. I really just want a second cookbook. They have 2 hammers. They're almost certainly trying to set up a turn where they can go... Okay, never mind. I could kill the Stoneforge in response, but then they just equip this. I'm gonna have 2 activations up next turn anyways. Actually, I can have 3. Yeah, this is whatever, I don't care. This is fine. They have 2 hammers in their hand. I just don't care. I'm not gonna pull the trigger. I'm just gonna play patient. I don't have to. You know what I mean? So now let's go main phase, get a cabin. Then we can go Fable, pay for the Sentinel. Fable. Yeah, I'm just gonna play this as patiently as possible. I guess Fable doesn't give me an extra activation. Whereas if I'd made a token, if I made a food with Goose, I could have had 1 extra activation up. But I'm just gonna pass. I could attack. Attack with the Asmo. Attack with Asmo, they block hammer, I sack. And they have 1 hammer left over. They can go Paladin. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really see a need to force the issue yet. Send the Mutt. I'd rather chump block with the Mutt. If they, like, somehow set up a hammer this turn, I'd rather leave this back to chump block. Right? You know what I mean? Hubris. What's the Hubris clip? What's this? What did I say or do? Did I play Living End? I don't remember ever playing Living End. Oh, was this when I didn't have a Living End left? Because I drew the Living End? Oh, yeah, that was guess. That clip is just absolutely beautiful. That's like the best clip of all time. It's really good. It's really good. Alright, I don't care about these Sentinels for the most part. That's like one of my favorite clips of all time. Now that you posted, I do remember it. Ooh, little Steelseeker action. Not bad. I mean, I don't really want to Troll King quite yet, but... Alright, let's go Steelseeker. Let's go... Make a food. Trigger Steelseeker, get back Daredevil. Get this back. Auto yield to this. Do I want to draw a Fable? Kind of. Not really. And then let's go Saga. And I have 3 activations. Yeah, you can go. Didn't Rhino spell piercing once too? No, it was Living End. It was Living End that spell pierced me. Yeah, my Living End opponent just brought in a spell pierce for no apparent reason. It was... Oh my god. I remember that. Yeah, when my Living End opponent spell pierced me. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Pure Steel Paula Dean. That's rude. I mean, it resolves. Can't do anything about it. We're just chilling? Alright, we're chilling. It's a really good clip. It's a really good clip. I feel like this game is over. Do they have outs? I mean, Paladin helps, but I don't know if Paladin's enough, right? What does a second Finale do for me? Nothing really. I mean, it gets me another Asmo, but Hardcast the Troll King for dominance? No, I'm just going to make infinite food. Like, if I just sit here and make food until the end of days, like, how do they win? You know what I mean? If I just keep making food. Weird people stack equals 10. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, I always forget about that. Yeah, maybe we could have done that. I didn't even think about X equals 10 and just kill them. Okay, well, they scooped anyways. Yeah, they realize they don't have any outs. Like, basically, the only way you can ever lose that game from that position is if you make the first move. If you just sit there and don't do anything the whole game, they just can't do anything. Like, they can't play through that kind of setup. At least game one, you know. All right, let's bring in this stuff. Spike was bringing in those 8, right? What was Spike cutting in this matchup? You need to send me a sideboard guide. I should ask for that. I'm going to assume you cut Fable in this matchup, right? Too slow. Yeah, okay, I did see him cutting Troll Kings, too. I think Fable's way too slow. Yeah, like you saw us, we had Troll King in that game, and we just didn't even want to use it. This is food control, kind of. Oh, if we're bringing in a shit ton of Boseijus, we can cut lands, right? Yeah. How many lands, though? And also, what lands do you cut? Probably cut the Cabin, because you just have, like, you have a lot of Boseijus in your deck. Cabin gets worse with more Boseijus. This looks kind of fine. Maybe you can cut the Research Desk, because it's kind of dopey. If you wanted to add in, like, a Fable. This feels like Fable's too slow in this matchup, right? Yeah, the Yawgmoth matchup for Asmo has always been so weird. Such a weird matchup. Yeah, what's the deal? I stopped playing Modern for a month, and Spike's now the Asmo guy? What is this? This isn't what I signed up for, you know? Yeah, I think I might just cut Fable. I don't really think Fable's that good. I kind of just want to play, like, 4th Mutt, 4th Wrenn and Six, and something else. Maybe another land. Okay, it's always scary. They didn't play a creature, though, so it's not that bad. I think my plan this game is to go Goose on 1, Finale Cookbook on 2. So let's do that. Copying a Troll King or Saga token, that's just win more. Like, most of the time, if you have a Giant Construct or a Troll King, you're already winning. Right? Yeah, I could see just cutting those for Street Wraiths, too. Make your Asmos more consistent. They got Nettle Cyst. Interesting. Worried about me killing the Stoneforge. How much respect do we have for Double Hammer? This is a tough turn. Really tough turn. Because if they're getting Nettle Cyst, that leads me to believe they probably already have a hammer in hand. At least one. I don't think I'm supposed to play around just them having natty Double Hammer, though. Like, just good beats if they do, I think. Because it just fucks with my curve so much if I play around it. And I'm also, like, in the Abyss on turn 2, which is just, you know, how am I supposed to win that game anyways? It's tough, though. Rope Burn, thank you for the 16, buddy. Much appreciated. I mean, I wanted to go Finale and then play a Cookbook, but I'd leave myself with no blockers, right? You know what I mean? I'm just going to do it. Like, if they have Double Hammer, they have Double Hammer. I just don't want to play around it. It is what it is. Oh, I guess I could block with Asmo, hypothetically, but yeah, I'm just not going to do that. I'm not going to block. If they attack, I'm not blocking. What's up, Vinny? How you doing, buddy? Can jam Seeker and Goose. Oh, and then chump block with the Goose? Maybe. Is the Doom Room like a dungeon? It's the Doom Room is what you make of it, you know? The Doom Room is what you make of it. I mean, it's just like, realistically, I'm not beating Double Hammer that game. Like, what's my plan? Chump block and then, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just going to be in the Abyss the entire game. Like, I'm just never winning that game regardless. No matter what line I take, I'm never beating Double Hammer. You know what I mean? It's just not going to happen. This hand's really good if I draw a second land, right? Because I go turn 1, Saga Drum, rip a land, and I can go Mutt, discard, play Asmo. Oh my god, I want to keep this hand so bad. I don't think I should go to 5. I think I should high roll. Also, we boarded in more lands because we have Boseijus. I'm just going to keep this. Put back the Steelseeker, I think. Maybe the Finale because my out... Yeah, put back the Finale. Alright, draw land. I think you can bubble them as long as I don't have Spear. I don't have a way to, like, you know, indefinitely block the creature for eternity, you know? It's just like, it's just not gonna happen. I mean, if I draw a land, this hand's insane. Is that, unless it's exactly a second Saga, then I even have the ability to rend the Saga back. That is not a land. Maybe I should have went to 5. Tough call. Really tough call. Sure. I think I should sack the research desk before I get the Saga trigger. Yeah. Okay, at least we had a land. So now I just get Cookbook, right? Get Cookbook, discard Mutt, play land, play Asmo. And then I could even Needle if I want to. I don't know what I'm needling, though. Maybe Stoneforge? Get Mite? What am I miting, though? I want to play this Asmo. You know what I mean? I don't want to get Mite. I want to play this Asmo this turn. I just don't know if I'm casting this Needle. You know what I mean? That's like the one thing I don't know if I'm casting the Needle. I guess I could just play the other Cookbook, right? Which is honestly probably just better. Yeah, it's probably just better to play the other Cookbook. What do they search? They search for a hammer. But if they have 8 hammer, I can't do anything anyways because they have the Giver. And I can't stop 8 hammer with Needle, right? So I'm just like, it doesn't matter what I do if they have 8 hammer. I'm screwed regardless. I think I'm just going to play the Cookbook. I think it just sets me up a lot better. I don't want to discard any of these 3 cards quite yet, but... Kill Stoneforge main phase, they might have Cauldra. How much do I care about Cauldra? I don't know if I care about Cauldra. Okay. If they're tapping the drum, that's good for me, right? I don't know why they would tap the drum here. Because if they're tapping the drum pre-combat, they can't hammer and hold up the Giver. Which should be good for me. I don't know why they would do that. Like, isn't this just easy? Go to combat, attack with Stoneforge, tap the Canopy, play the hammer? Yeah, I mean, there's really no point in... Yeah, there's no point in killing this now. Right, they just protect it. I guess I could have Needled Giver, but if I Needle Giver, they just make the same line, right? They really just have another hammer. They really just have double hammer both games. We can kill Giver. Alright, take 11. And people ask me why I don't like Modern. Case in point. They're tapping the Giver. My brother in Christ. Do I have to make a food? How do I get out of this? I'm trying to think of how I get out of this. Haywire Mite, right? Yeah, it's got to be Haywire Mite. Or Boseiju. But I'm just wondering if I draw either of those cards, if making a food now is relevant. Because, like, there's a chance I might need to activate Asmo twice, discarding all 3 of these cards. You know what, though? I don't think the Steelseeker is going to be relevant at all. I just don't have time for it, so I'm at least going to do that. Ovalchase Daredevil. Okay. So, hypothetically, this lets me go kill the Stoneforge main phase and just pray to God that they don't have, another hammer. And I should do it main phase in case they have, Blacksmith skill. Can activate Asmo and ping with Wrenn. What do you mean? It has 12 toughness. You got me. They had a hammer, they would have used... Oh, that's true. If they had a hammer, they would have used it last turn. They could have Stoneforge, though, right? They could have Stoneforge. That is a card they definitely could have. But I don't think I have a different line. This also lets me play the Wrenn and Six and get back the Saga. So we get to go kill this main phase. Then I get to go play Wrenn and Six, play Saga, play Needle, which is a really good turn. As long as we can dodge, right? You know, we're playing with fire a little bit, but... Like, it's just... It's what I have to do. The question is, do I name... Oh, God, okay. Do I name Hammer to play around Paladin, or do I name Relic? This is tough, right? I think I should name Paladin, or I think I should name Hammer. I think it's better to name Hammer here. I was actually typing in the right box. Alright, go. Can beat Relic easily. It makes things a little tough with the Daredevil, but yeah, it's more of just an annoyance than anything, you know. Can I win with no grave? Yeah, I can. Good thing I named the thing I named this, right? I mean, that one's kind of embarrassing against Saga, so I don't really give a shit. They can give it pro colorless, I guess. I'm gonna exile the Mutt, I think. Because I want to force them to, like, maybe pop the Relic to give me, you know what I mean? Because I don't know if they're going to give me a land back with this Wrenn and Six. Yeah, I'm targeting my land. Yeah, that's true. We can also activate Construct. Okay, they're going to pop the Relic. That is fine. So now I just make food main phase. Oh, wait, no, I forgot about that. Whoops. Well, I think it's still right to make 2 food main phase, because I don't want them killing Asmo in response. I think this is still correct. Yeah, I'm thinking about killing the Giver main phase. I think I'm going to kill the Giver right now while they're tapped out. Because the Giver also makes it so I can't get... they can, you know what I mean? They can get around my Construct tokens. So I think I have to kill the Giver main phase. The Shadowspear, I mean, if I just go Construct, untap, Shadowspear, that might be enough. Sure, okay. Well, now I can just double Construct. I'm supposed to attack? No, I can't, because I need the drum to make a Construct. If I attack, I can't make a Construct. I think I'm still going to make another Construct. Like, I could Shadowspear hit them this turn, but I think it's more important to just make a second Construct. Question is, do I get Haywire Mite? I think I need the Shadowspear. Right? Could also get Pyrite Spellbomb. Kind of interesting. I guess I can just wait a couple of turns to get the Shadowspear, right? I think Haywire Mite's better. I think Haywire Mite's just better than Spellbomb. Because, like, I have the Sanctifiers on lock anyways, right? Like, why do I care about the Sanctifiers? I guess getting Mite's a little awkward if I'm going to play the Saga this turn, because I don't have it up this turn. So maybe that's a reason to not get the Mite there, but I guess I wouldn't have the Spellbomb up either way. No attack, I just want to hold them both back. I guess if I attack with one and they attack with both, I still don't die to Hammer, because I can just chump block with the Haywire Mite, but... untap. Now I can attack. I can even attack with 2, right? Because they have to block both. They just block 1. I'll only attack with 1, I think. I will play another Saga. Yeah, so this should be fine. Let's go attack. Wait, no, I fucked up, right? So this is kind of awkward. This might have been bad. So now they can just protect their Sanctifier. But I guess I don't lose the Hammer because I have the Mite. I don't know. This might have been bad. I think I screwed this turn up. Bitch land a Wrenn and Six. Yeah, I could have just like... Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have... This is what I should have done. I should have discarded the 2 cards in my hand to the two cookbooks, then have 2 food, kill the Giver, get back a lane with Wrenn, play the Saga. Yeah, that would have been way better. Yeah. That would have been way better. Because that would have actually allowed me to kill I think. This hand looks really good. I'm gonna keep it. Needs a Saga, but... Oh! Fish Tuesdays? I mean, it literally is Tuesday. It literally is Tuesday. I have Curse Catcher for my finale. I'm not really happy about that, but... Yeah, it is Tuesday. It is, in fact, Joel. Can we get some Joels in the chat? Can we get some Joels in the chat? TikTok boom sound? No, you're lucky I'm even talking right now. We yam the fin. Oh, no, wait. I just play Wrenn and Six, right? Oh, man. The debate Wrenn and Six, if they have the Flash Lord, is so bad, though, right? So I could either play Finale and get Curse Catchered, or play Wrenn and Six and get Flash Lorded. But, like, how bad is it if they Flash Lord me? If they Flash Lord me, they kill Wrenn and Six, next turn I just go land Finale, and if it resolves, they lose anyways. Yeah, I'm just gonna play Wrenn and Six. Alright, show me the Lord. Show me the... Oh, they don't have it. Okay, well, easy clap. Trickster me, I don't care. Yeah, it's fine. I guess they could force this, but... Tune playing Modern Merfolk tier 1.5 or better, what year is it? I don't know if I would necessarily say it's 1.5 or better. You still, you know, have to contend with decks like this. You know what I mean? Like, if my opponent doesn't have Force Negation, they lose the game. Yeah, see, they lost. They still lose the game. I told you if they didn't have Force, they were going to lose. Oh, man. Classic. Yeah, I mean, you know, they realize they can't win. They aren't prepared for Asmo. Merfolk isn't really prepared for anything. Are any of these cards good? Maybe Veil of Summer? Pyrite Spellbomb, like, they can kind of outsize that with the Lords. Not a big fan of that. Worried about, like, some sort of graveyard hate that we could bring in Boseiju or Haywire Mite for, maybe? Yeah, that's a good point, Ryan. Svalin is messed up, but it does, Kerberos, it does. I mean, to be fair, I don't really, like, think any of the cards in my deck are bad. Maybe Fable's not great, but it's just kind of slow. Needle for Vial. By the time you Saga for Needle, Vial's already kind of done a lot of work. I'll just bring in, like, one Haywire Mite, I guess, as, like, a Saga target in case they have some sort of thing that I want to Mite, you know? I think that's fine. Yeah, it was that Atlanta air. The driest fuck Atlanta air. Triple Goose. Can we get some honks in the chat? This hand's a little sketchy. I know Spike... Dude, every time I watch Spike play this deck, he keeps one-landers. I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing? You're such a psychopath. Alright, this hand's not much better, but I think it's better. Still love the idea of Mayhem Devil. Mayhem Devil is, like... it's really hard to splash in a Saga deck. That was a good draw step. There's only 20. Yeah, I want to add a land to this deck. I think 20 is kind of crazy. 20 with 4 Saga is insane. I think you want at least 21. Every time I played Asmo, I hated 20 lands. Oh, just the best possible draw in my entire deck. No big deal. Just the old best possibles. You ever just draw best possibles, chat? You ever just draw best possibles? Would love to use this ability. Thank you very much. Your turn. When you get back to Pioneer, you need to play some Tier 0 Elves and Angels. People... I saw that some people played Elves. Are like... Is that like a thing that a lot of people are doing? I know Angels is good. I played Angels before the RC... And I almost, you know... It was on my list of decks to play in the LCQs. Has Elves, like, actually been popping up recently? I mean, I have the deck built. Which member? Gilly15, thank you for the 21 months. Appreciate you. Oh, of course. Of course. My brother in Christ. Alright, let's do it this way. Wait, that doesn't work the way I want it to. I wanted to go Cookbook, get back Daredevil, make a food, play Steelseeker, get an activation, but I can't do that. Because I have to make the food before I can play the Steelseeker. I still think Cookbook Steelseeker is a good turn, right? Yeah, let's do that. I want to get the Steelseeker in play. Because I need to find some gas. My hand's not that great. Yeah, third land would have been sick. Because then I could have done some shenanigans with Steelseeker. It feels really bad to tap out when I have Veil. You know what I mean? Like if they have another Dismember. Some people don't respect this card, though. Vapor lung is a thing? Trust me, it's from my cold. Like, I'm literally getting over a cold. Have a good night, JS. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Indestructible. Shadowspear, huh? Oh, okay. So I guess we start with Cookbook activation. Go from there. Try and find land off the Steelseeker. This card is so messed up. I don't think I want that. And now I can go Mutt. Right? Mutt, discard Daredevil. I really just need to find lands. I'm going to do the Steelseeker trigger first. Probably going to keep that one. I mean, I can't cast it this turn, which sucks, but it's fine. The question is, do I play Research Desk to try and spike a land? I think I do. Yeah, that should be fine. It's just so good if I hit a land this turn. I'll do this trigger first. It doesn't really matter. Been that. Alright, your turn. Good turn. Then we can go make a food finale with fail up next turn. They probably have a Lord. Yep. They still don't really have good attacks, though, outside of the Svaloon. So. I think I'm happily double blocking this with 2 Mutts, right? Just like the easiest double block of my life. I guess them having the Mutavault is kind of awkward, because it's going to be hard for me to kill the Svaloon. Especially if I have to... Okay, that's not bad. Okay, I think I should make a food first, because I would rather just hit a land off the Steelseeker than have to use the Goose to play for to Veil. So let's make a food first. Oh, that's true. Spear can beat this. That's a good point. That's really awkward. Actually, no, it's not. Huh. Well, what if I just sack the Research Desk and cast the Asmo? I guess I can't. I don't have an Asmo activation this turn. But I'm not going to have an Asmo activation either way, right? No, I know Finale gets from Thinger Grave. I really, really just want to find a land so bad. Do I high roll here and just play the Cookbook and try to spike a land off the Steelseeker? Is that greedy as fuck? It's kind of greedy. I maybe have to do that, though. Because I don't have an Asmo activation is the issue. Right? It's 2 looks at a land with the Cookbook. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Yeah, it's 2 looks. Right? It's 2 looks. Because I get the trigger and then... God damn it. My brother in Christ. Please just give me a land. Please, land! I mean... it's a land. It's not exactly the land I was looking for, though. Because now I... Oh, God, that's so awkward, because now I can't Veil. Because now I can't Veil. Do we just have to hope they don't have Force? And Shadowspear? Yeah, I mean, I'm just dead if they have Force, right? I don't know that I can afford to play around it. I don't think I can. Yeah, I don't think I can play around it. That's why I wanted a green source, so I could Veil. But... Okay, they don't have it. That's good. I'm just going to put one of these, because I'd rather keep more in my deck in case I have another Dismember. Okay, so the weird part is I have an activation, but I can't actually do anything with the activation. Right? Because they have this stupid card. So, like, yeah, I can activate Asmo, but it's not getting me anywhere. Right? Alright, go. This is a very precarious situation. I mean, if I untap, I probably win, but... Doesn't it lose Indestructible? I can't kill any of their merfolk. They all have Ward 1. Okay. Okay. So I can take 11, right? Chump block, take 11. I think that's my plan. Cathal, thank you for the $25 reduce. Much appreciated. How does Ward work with Veil? Spells you control can't be countered this turn. It doesn't work the way you want it to. Because it says spells you control can't be countered, not abilities. Alright, I chump block. I am at 2. 2, 3, 4, 5. That actually does give me the 4th cookbook too, which is kind of relevant. So that gives me 3 activations. I can go Shadowspear, activate Shadowspear, right? I go Shadowspear, activate Shadowspear. I'm 1 mana short. I need 1 more mana to do what I want to do. Because, okay, here's my issue. If I go 1 mana for Shadowspear, it's 2 to activate, right? Oh, it's only 1 to activate, so I can go 1 for Shadowspear, 1 to activate. Discard, 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 5 food, play Asmo, play Cookbook, legend rule, 6 food in play, kill this, kill this, kill this, pass them. They have 2 attackers, I have 2 blockers. Right? Can also attack to gain 4. Then I can't kill 1 additional creature, right? If I do that, I can't kill an additional creature. You know what I mean? I should have activated these cookbooks before I played the Shadowspear, but... Oh, I don't have the Steelseeker in play. What am I doing? Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter. It's the same thing. You have Land Drop Goose. Yeah, but I need... In order to get a 6th food... Okay, so here's my 2 options. I can either go kill 2 things and equip, or I can go play Asmo, play Cookbook, activate Shadowspear, kill 3 things. So... Option 1 puts me at 6 life when they have this, 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 and this is tapped, which is bad, right? Option 2 is they have this and this, and I have 2 blockers. I think that's way better. I think that is much, much better. I should have done this first, technically. It doesn't really matter, but... I should have attacked first. I missed 3 damage. Kill 2 things and have a goose +2 to gain life. Oh, that is problematic. Shit. That fucks me up, right? Yeah, because now I'm at 2. I guess I can just go pass, pop this, pass, block, block, kill an unblocked creature, sack a... Yeah, okay, this is fine. I'm going to top this. This is fine. I'm going to top this. So now we pass. Because I have exactly enough mana to go... I can sack 2 food for an Asmo. Oh, no, I'm 1 mana short. Right, because I can't... Okay, yeah, I can't do that. Because I can't both sack the food to the goose and also sack the food for life. Okay. Huh. I wonder if there was a winning line playing around subtlety. I know, I this is a very intense game Apeshift. I'm aware of that. I'm just trying to finish this game. Alright, we're done. Fetch for cabin. I don't think that would have done it, though. I think I was just like 1 mana short of where I needed to be. Alright, in the queue, buddy, in the queue. So they had a bunch of dismembers. Man, I'm glad I brought in the Veils. Let's... I think this... Let's get the Spellbomb on the play. I think that's fine. Equipping Shadowspear kept this alive. Like, equip Shadowspear pass instead of playing the other Asmo. Maybe. That might have done it. This hand is weird. Yeah, I think this hand's bad. Because, like, I can go turn 2 Mutt, but I don't have a mana to play Asmo. I'm going to ship this. I don't really know if this is any better. I'm going to go to 5. Okay, this is not bad. It's bad if they force the cookbook, but... I'm such a fool. Nobody ever forces cookbook. The third Lord in Mutavault was dead either way. Yeah, I might have had enough to survive, but it would have been close. Would have been close. Yeah, Pliffy is so good. Alright, what do you got? Go. I may want to upkeep. Okay, well, if they're just going to do it now, then whatever, it's fine. I was going to say I would have upkeep this, but... Perfect. See if they have a Spreading Seas or some answer for the Saga. If they don't, this Saga's going to crush them. Tilt! Of course they do. Do not cast that. Cast this. Alright, you can go. If I ever draw another Steelseeker, huh? This deck mulls a lot. Yeah, but I think it mulligans pretty well. I think I'd rather draw a Steelseeker than an Asmo. I don't think activating that is good, because I really would rather just find an Asmo. I guess activating it now is fine, right? Because it's next turn, so even if I hit Asmo, I can just take Asmo, play it next turn, but if I hit Saga plus land, it's better to do it now. Okay, or I could just hit nothing. I'm just gonna do this now because they know my hand. Just want F6. Did I like Spike's Esper variant of this deck, or was it not quite my style? Which one's the Esper one with Time Civ? I didn't play a ton with that deck. It looked okay. Yeah, I was there too, Digital Drummer. I saw when somebody suggested it. The card's been, like, honestly kind of busted. Yeah, I didn't play a ton with the Time Civ list. I played a little bit with it, but... Asmo! It's the next best thing. Probably a little bit too far behind. Probably a little bit too far behind. Any Asmos in chat? Don't really want that. Proceed. Just need one Asmo. Well, we're just dead on board, right? Yeah, we're just dead on board. Losing to Merfolk with this deck feels kind of rough. Merfolk is like the buy. Don't tell Spike that I lost to Merfolk. Alright, I'll play first. Hopefully we're not playing against Merfolk again. I can't, my body can't take it. Sphaling Force and Subtlety. Yeah, but it's like you have 12 good cards and then, you know, 27 Grizzly Bears. You know what I mean? It's like the cards you have to play around that are so bad. Tater Tot! Thank you for the 15 months, buddy. Much appreciated. A little bit of Murktide? Little bit of Murktide, huh? Could just Saga. Although, I think playing Finale this turn is nice because they can't counterspell me. So, like, making them have Spell Pierce exactly, you know what I mean? 20 suspend 2 Tarmogoyfs. Sure. I guess that's a good way to put it. I have been pierced. My spells have been pierced. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Or will I? What's up, newbie? I'm recovering. I'm getting a little better. I lost to Merfolk, so I should just stop the stream. DRC. Still don't think I want to use the cookbook yet. Okay. Surely they don't have a second Spell Pierce, right? Surely they don't have a second Spell Pierce, right? Right? You can't bulb me. Doubt they have main deck Dismember. Play Saga, play Cookbook, kill the DRC now. Drawing the Daredevil was so huge. Such a good draw step there. Yeah, I'm just going to kill the Channeler now. Oh, we're cooking. We're cooking with something. I don't know what we're cooking with, but we're cooking with something. We are cooking with something. Yeah, wasn't Spike like 8-0 against Murktide or some shit? He was destroying his Murktide opponents. It does seem like a good matchup. Whenever I've played Asmo in the past, I've always thought the Murktide matchup was good. But yeah, he went on a run where he played it at least like 6 or 7 times in a row or something. How's our Murktide matchup, chat? How's our Murktide matchup, huh? Alright, somebody give me the scoop. What was Spike cutting against Murktide? I'm assuming you bring in these 4 cards. Get a big L arena meters on the second page of MTG Goldfish meta snapshot. Oh no, you hate to see it. MTG Goldfish meta snapshot. The only resource that anybody should ever use when determining the metagame. I'm just kidding. Cuts Goose. Yeah, cutting Goose makes sense. Needle for EE, I'll buy that. I'll buy that. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm with you. I wish this thing had reach. You definitely cut Goose. Yeah, cutting Goose makes sense. Cutting a Troll King is fine. I'm, like, maybe interested in cutting Fable if they have a lot of Spell Pierces, but still think Fable might be better than Goose. So, I'll buy that. Bring in a Mite. Do they want Blood Moon versus us? Probably. It's probably their best answer to Saga, which I guess maybe is a reason to bring in, like, Mite or Boseiju. Yeah. At least for one stream, Magical. At least for one stream. I told chat once a month is the extent of my modern content. Cut a drum? No, you never cut the drum. I'd rather cut a Fable. Although Fable is good against Blood Moon. I'm just gonna do this. If they show me Moon, then we'll, you know, reassess for Game 3. I mean, maybe we should assume they have Moon, but yeah, see, the hands like this are just so bad. I want to add a land to this deck so bad. Stack mulligans a lot, it feels like. Alright, keep this. Imagine was the Orvar for creativity. Next with the Archon of Cruelty. That one, go. Spike was keeping a lot of one-landers with upside. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have it in me to keep one-landers. The cabin, too. Yeah, the one of cabin. I watched some of the hands that Spike kept, and I was just like, dude, my guy, what are you doing? You know what I mean? What are we doing? I should have fetched, but... Although, I don't really want to play... Yeah, no, this is fine. I'm not going to play Wrenn into a counterspell anyways. This is fine. Because now, if they counter... Or if they go, like, land Blood Moon... If they go land Blood Moon, then I can just jam the Wrenn next turn. Right? I can go fetch Forest... This dies, play Cabin, play Wrenn, get back land, next turn go Forest, have Endurance up. Him keeping double portal and drawing the third, heavy crying. Yeah, I actually... So, when that happened, I was actually on a phone call with my boss, and I took my headphones off, but I didn't turn the sound off, because I was like, you know, Spike doesn't normally yell, he's just chilling. And I, like... When he did it, I literally, like, I had my headset on when I was talking to my boss, and I could hear Spike through the other headset that I put down. It's like, oh, so good. I want to fetch yet? I don't think I do. I mean, they're not going to Blood Moon me, right? I think I could just get a Stomping Ground at this point. There's no way they're going to Blood Moon me at this point. I mean, maybe they do, but... Well, it's Blood Moon, right? Because I might want to get a second green, but... Yeah, but I want double green for Endurance, potentially, is what I'm saying. And if they moon me, then I have red here, but if they're leading on 3 non-basics, then whatever. I mean, I'm pretty sure I just make them use a removal spell on a token, right? I think I'm pretty okay with this exchange. I could Endurance, but it's a lot worse if they have Counterspell. I'm just going to make them use, like... I'm just going to make them 2-for-1 themselves with the Saga. Unless they drew Blood Moon, but, you know. Question is, do I Endurance to stop a Murktide here? No, because if they tap out for Murktide, I can probably just kill it, like, get a book, discard, play Asmo. Yeah, I don't care about Murktide. Okay, so they're holding up Counterspell. Okay, well, I will simply just not play a spell. Well, no, I gotta get book. Do I want to play the Wrenn and Six into Counterspell? Play Steelseeker. Oh, no, I can't. I didn't get the... I was thinking about if I got the drum, but... Now I can't do that. Alright, go. Yeah, I was thinking if I get the drum, I could have played Wrenn and Six, but... Red. A breed. Targeting the Underworld Cookbook. Thinking if I want to make a food. No, that's fine. What's up, P-Sams? Well, the Doom is contractually obligated to test out each new Asmo deck. Yeah, you already know, Thekinus. You already know. They're gonna moon me now. Play land, then cast Expressive Iteration. Word. I'm with you. Interesting sequence. I could have Endurance them there, but... maybe I should have, actually. Yeah, that might have been a good spot to Endurance. It's kind of close, because like I don't want to pitch any of these cards, you know? I could Endurance now and try to block, right? Endurance kind of forces a counterspell. Because if they don't counter the Endurance, they lose the Channeler, and they also can't play a Murktide in hand. What did they exile? They exiled a Steam Vents. What would I pitch if I did that? Probably the Steelseeker, right? Because I want to keep the Wrenn and Six. Let's do it. I'm actually kind of in. I'm kind of in for that play. Because this also means that if they counter the Endurance, they can't play Murktide this turn, which is pretty huge. Like, they have to counter this. Yeah. Yeah, we played against Merfolk last round, too. Pioneer do be looking different. And they kept the card on top. Okay. So maybe this Wrenn and Six is not even that good. Alright, I will cast it. Wonder how unplayable Asmo would be in Pioneer. Well, there's no cookbook, so... Something tells me the Saga's not gonna be fast enough, but especially if they have the Murktide this turn, which I kind of feel like they do. I'm trying to think if I could have played that turn different with the, like if I didn't make a Saga token. I also maybe should have just, like, not played around Counterspell. And just, you know, jammed Wrenn and Six on turn 2 or something, but I don't know, it's kind of close. With the Asmo package in Pioneer, it'll probably be really good if everything besides Saga. Oh yeah, Asmo would be out of bounds in Pioneer. It would be way too powerful for Pioneer. If you had Asmo in Cookbook, there's no shot that shit would be way, way too powerful. So they have Heat Murktide. So they didn't attack Wrenn. I like how both times they got punished for... Oh no, did they already play the card off though? I don't know. Finest, thank you for the 3 months. Chat spam Joel, appreciate ya. Ooh, no Murktide, I like that. No Murktide. Like commenting the energy in Louisville. I haven't gotten an email from Norm, but I did tell him I was available, so most likely yes. Alright, I'm going to cast this Needle and see what they do. A black-green Reanimator version of this deck. Interesting. Sounds kind of cool. Exactly, Stabs, exactly. The Ozira Khan converted from a Prime Gaming sub to a Tier 1. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, so they're allowing me to name either of these if I so choose. Definitely not going to name this. It's either this or Explosives. I think I'm supposed to name Explosives. Let's play a Sagarino. Let's go to the step in which I attack you. And I guess I get Dressed Down this way, but I gotta try and pressure them. Was staying strong with my Mana Trader's Vacation, and then Gucci posted a Blue Red Prowess deck. He actually, not only did he post the deck on Twitter, he went back-to-back 5-0s with it, I think. So now you have to play, right? It's just like me. If somebody does well with an Asmo deck, I am obligated to play Modern, and if somebody does well with the Prowess deck, you are obligated to also play Modern. That's just how the world works. I don't make up the rules. This is all Spike's fault. Like, I'm only here because of Spike. Delamark, thank you for the 22. Thank you. Appreciate you. Temporary lockdown in all formats. What deck plays lockdown in Modern? Like, Blue Eye Control? I haven't seen a ton of lockdowns in Modern. Zombie Hunt. Zombie Hunt, huh? That's where we're at. I hope they don't have Dress Down and Counterspell. That'd be kind of unfortunate. Instantly bought Old Border Baubles IRL. Yeah. Now you're pot committed now. It's a serious relationship. 8-8. Sure, we can do Lethal Constructs if they have nothing. Yeah. I'm a little bit worried about Dress Down. Not that there's a lot I can do about it, but... Okay. It's better when you're with me. So I can go... make a construct. I'm just trying to think if I should get Shadowspear. I mean, I'm probably supposed to get Cookbook, right? I have all the cards except Wrenn and Six and Finale. Would Catam be a decent substitute? No, you don't want to splash third color. I mean, you're probably just better off like playing more Fables, play Trail of Crumbs. That's probably a good... I think that's what Spike was saying was a replacement for Wrenn and Six, was Trail of Crumbs. Okay, if I get Shadowspear, 2, 3, 5, 6... no, I gotta get Drum. Or Cookbook, excuse me. Play Cabin. Yeah, Japanese finales are still significantly cheaper. I think they're like $12 cheaper, to be precise. Okay, let's get back a land. Yeah, if I counter this Asmo, I just lose. Maybe I was supposed to... I wonder if that was actually bad. Maybe what I'm supposed to do there is just attack? Just like attack with 2 9/9s? Or like, excuse me, not... So the other line was just, instead of playing the Asmo, make another construct. So that way I would have 2 8/8s attacking through a counterspell. But yeah, I mean, pays me. Sure, that's fair. That's different. If somebody pays me, that's a different story, but... Our opponent has a Kahira the Orphan Guard. I'm gonna keep. Hand needs to find a hand needs to find a Daredevil, but... $30 subs for 30 days of Modern? You gotta pay me a lot more than that. Oath of Nisa. Does not look like blue-white control to me. I was thinking it was some kind of elemental deck. Looks like that appears to be the case. Cavern of Souls. Daredevil. Okay, I can't complain. Question is, do I Steelseeker now? It's really tough to figure out what to discard. I don't think I do. Although, if my plan is to activate Saga, I probably just discard this Fable, right? That is true, PSAMs. The stream is all about complaining. Just mono complaints. Mono complaint control. Furry. They respect the Steelseeker. How bad do I even want to do this? Like, I could just not, you know, I could just say it, who cares? I'm kind of just, like, into this. I want to keep the Fable, I think. Yeah, whatever. I'm fine. I mean, it's weird, because I don't want to play Fable next turn. I just want to activate Saga, so that is, like, that's the quote-unquote upside of discarding the Fable, you know? But more of a complaint equity stream. So much equity. Get a lot of equity, you know? Apeshit, thank you for the 3, buddy. Much appreciated. Yeah, Spike, the only reason I'm playing Modern is because Spike had an absurd record with this deck. So I said, you know what? Alright, I'm down. Isn't Steelseeker plus Asmo 1000% more value? What do you mean? Instead of activating the Saga? Yeah, but like I also don't really... Sure, well, that's another reason to save the Cookbook activation, right? Because I want to, like, if I'm going to do that, then I want to go Steelseeker, discard the Fable, land, play Asmo, but I don't want to just, you know what I mean? Because, like, if I'm pricing myself into discarding this either way, I'd rather save it to discard it on my turn when I can actually play the Asmo, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Yeah, I gotta tell you, I don't think Troll King's ever... I don't think we're going to the moon with Troll King. So what, you guys just don't want to play, you just don't want to make a token here? Yeah, I'm kind of with it. I'm kind of with you. Could discard Boseiju there. It's too free for the bean. Too free for the bean. Yeah, this band is incredible. I love this band. Teferi Time Raveler. Alright. I mean, at least if they have another Fury, they can't kill both of these. so their Tef's dead regardless. Yeah, this band's dope. Solitude. Pithing Steelseeker. No respect. The disrespect, chat. The disrespect. I have heard of Dillinger. Yeah, I like Dillinger. Why'd they bounce the Saga? They didn't want me to get a token and the 3rd chapter, I assume. Kind of wish I didn't discard that Fable, but let's see. How do we want to proceed? I mean, let's just start by attacking Teferi. That's step 1. Then we get 2 tokens. Yeah, but I'm farther away from that, you know what I mean? Alright, let's play this. Get back the Devil. I'll take that, thank you very much. Okay. Yeah, I'll just take a Troll King. And let's go... I think I should Mutt the Devil. I guess it doesn't matter, right? I guess it doesn't matter. And then we can go play Mutt. Discard Devil. Oh, I should have done the Steelseeker first, but I mean, I was going to discard the Devil either way. And get back Troll King. Alright, you can go. That's my turn. Speaking of great bands, Chat Pile. There's a band called Chat Pile. I've never heard of a band called Chat Pile. Shit, I forgot to. You should be upkeeping these Steelseeker activations. I always forget. I need to have an upkeep stop. Yeah, I always forget to do an upkeep stop. Tilt, 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 tilt. I mean, it's not that bad. Can go here. Get these back. Gilded Goose. Let's go here. I guess I can't get back the Troll King, right? Because I don't have a 3rd forest in place, so I can't fetch the cabin. I was thinking I could get a Troll King back, but yeah, I know. I realized that after I said it. I should have an upkeep stop. I just don't have the upkeep stop. I don't think I've ever heard of Chat Pile before. Well, I've heard of Chat Pile up on streamer, but I've never heard of the band called Chat Pile. That's just every Twitch stream ever, you know? I wonder if it's worth playing an Overgrown Tune to hardcast these Daredevils. Probably not. What they reveal? Risen Reef. Who do you think is acquiring more marginal value, me or my opponent? I think the answer is probably me. Actually, it's good for them, but don't know if it's enough. It's probably easily me, like by a landslide, right? I have two Troll Kings in my graveyard too. Yeah, that's true. This is John's dream matchup. Not my Steelseeker. It's rude. Yeah, these Constructs about to hit. Construct's about to hit different. Yeah, the fact that this thing's not legendary is pretty dope. Oh, I'll keep that. Thank you very much. Yeah. I accept that draw step. I will accept that draw step. Okay, so let's go make a token. Get another book. Excuse me. Fetch forests. Fetch cabin. I'm just going to make the food now so they can't, like, Solitude the Asmo in response. You know what I mean? I want to have the 6 food in play when I put the Asmo on the stack. All your stuff is dead. All your stuff is dead. Stack is so pog. Alright, what do you want to do against 4-color elementals? I'm gonna be real with you, chat. I don't really think any of these cards are that good. Like, I don't think they really have anything for Haywire Mite and Boseiju. I guess I could Needle to Fairy. I could Pyrite Spellbomb Solitude. But Veil of Summer is also heinous against the fairy. Yeah, there's just not much here, right? There's just not a lot here. They have Binding. It's a fair point. They probably do have Binding. Maybe, like, having one Mite to Saga for is fine. I don't want to over-sideboard, right? Risen for Spellbomb. Yeah. The thing is, there's not many cards that are bad, right? Like, I actually kind of want the Geese, I think. I think 4 Boseiju is too many. Yeah, I could see that, too. Boarding up to 4 is a lot. I could see, like, cutting the third one from the sideboard. Yeah, also, shaving a Troll King against Solitude does make sense, because that card's so bad against Solitude. The only thing that's, like, that it makes it good against Solitude is if you have an Asmo, then you can have the Troll King, you can just kill the Troll King in response to the Solitude. But most of the time they're going to Solitude your Asmo anyways. I think I'm just going to cut a Troll King for a Haywire Mite and just call it a day. I guess I could cut a Goose for another Boseiju maybe. Let's try that. Let's go 2 Boseiju, 1 Haywire Mite. I think that's fine. I don't want to oversideboard. Just have like a couple of things to be able to answer Leyline Binding, but not a ton, you know? Some chat pile. Ugh, this is kind of a chat pile. This hand is so weird. I mean, obviously this hand's busted if I draw a red source, but I'm gonna keep it. I don't know, it's a little risky, but it's pretty good. I like this band. Do they play Uro? No, because they're not Canister. Yeah, can you imagine if this hand draws a fetch land? My goodness. I mean, I'll take a Stomping Ground, but fetch land and we're donezo. Oh, fan me down. Fan me down. I'm considering playing the research desk first to play around Prismatic Ending, because I don't want this to get endinged. I'm actually going to do that. Asmo and the Magic Gods reward you. Yeah, look at that. Played around Prismatic Ending, too. Oh, they also kept the one-landers, so there's also that. I'm just going to play Wrenn. I'm going to go Wrenn into Fable. You love the one-land Oath of Nissa Brick. Alright, see if they have a second ending. They don't. The old 3-for-1, huh? The old 3-for-1. I feel like that was an advantageous exchange for us, chat. What do you think? I would say that was fairly advantageous. Ooh, we can Haywire Mite their Oath of Nissa. Love to see it. Look, I'm not a big fan of Fable, but when your opponent is doing literally nothing, Fable's great, you know? I'm playing a Pioneer RCQ this Sunday, and I'm thinking about playing Sac. I'm either going to play Sac or Boats. Okay, I'm fairly certain that Spike keeps these hands, right? Because you can go turn 1 Goose, turn 2 Wrenn, get back, fetch, play, draw. Like, this hand is super high upside if they don't kill the Goose. Too many mulls, had to vote no. Does your yes or no vote change if I keep a one-lander? Angels and Pio cut portable holes for elves. I do think elves and angels is sauced. It's, you know, once a month, chat. Don't worry. Dr. Raptor, thank you for the 6 months. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. All this Pile love is massive cope. I mean, you hate Modern and you hate Pioneer. What do you enjoy playing, PSAMs? Legacy? Are you a Legacy gamer? Tilt. Alright, give me a land. I'll draw a land, we're in trouble. Damn it. Alright, desk. I can desk for a land next turn, it's not that bad. Currently, the only thing I like about Magic is shitposting. I feel like you would probably enjoy this limited format, PSAMs. I played limited for like the entirety of the week that I was sick. Limited's been dope. I like it a lot. Kavoo. Kavoo? Interesting. So it's kind of weird, because if I put the Asmo into play, that gives them the opportunity to kill it before I can use it, but also at the same time, what else am I doing with my mana? Like, I don't just want to play Wrenn and Six. So I'm just going to play Finale and hope they don't have a removal spell. If they don't have a bolt, they're kind of fucked. I guess that's not necessarily true. Well, yeah, because we already have the food, so. Alright, don't bolt my thing. How many desks are we playing? We're playing one desk. It's supposed to be a Saga target, but it's actually just the card that we always draw. Of course, they have the second bolt. Closing in on Troll King. Yeah, we're not, like, terribly far off, but we're just going to take too much damage from this Kavu. We'll simply just draw another Asmo. Ivysaur, thank you for the 15. Goose or Book. Oh, yeah, Goose would do it, too. Yeah, that's true. I get second one Atlanta. That's what I'm assuming, yeah. I mean, I think I had the same thing that Spike had. Spike was also, like, congested and coughing and shit, so I think me and him kind of had the same thing. It's not COVID, though, which is good. But I was coughing so much over the past couple of days. Yeah, it's mostly just congestion. The Mutt. My butt. Alright, do I desk and look for... what can I even desk into? What if I high-rolled Mutt, try to find a land? I have 3 cards in hand. I really want to chump block this Kavu. I really want to chump block this Kavu. You got COVID in Atlanta? That sucks. Hope you're feeling better. If I draw a land off this Mutt, it's so unbelievably good for me. I'm just going to play Mutt. It's so good if I draw a land. The problem is, do I discard Daredevil? Because if I discard Daredevil and Brick, they can exile it with the Kavu. I think I discard Drum. Yeah, I'm going to discard Drum. Because if I miss, like I did, and I discard the Daredevil, it's just so bad if they exile it, you know what I mean? Leyline Binding. They're binding the Mutt? That's aggressive. That means I'm probably dead. Lost a deck in an LCQ today as Murktide did not feel remotely winnable. Yeah, Spike was, I think, like, 9-1 against Murktide or some shit. He was destroying his Murktide opponents. Okay, 7 damage. They have a Tribal Flames. Dead the Tribal Flames. Carry on. Yeah, being congested sucks. Because you're just like, you can't smell anything, you can't taste anything, you know? Yeah, the Scam matchup seems a little sketchy, but... Because they can outgrind you, and they have, like, you know, Dothy Voidwalker for your Ovalchase Daredevils and Wrenn and Sixes. Okay, they don't have the Tribal Flames, that's good. Well, kept the one-laner and bricked. That is how the cookie crumbles. I believe we're dead, right? I can go to 7 and then take 7. Alright, edge. Does Red Black outgrind the Wrenn Saga deck? Well, they have Voidwalker, which shuts off... I mean, Voidwalker shuts off Wrenn. That's, like, a big part of the matchup. And they can pretty easily keep you off of Asmo, because they have so much removal, and they have discard spells for Cookbook, so it's, like, really hard to set up an Asmo for a Voidwalker. So the only thing they really have to fight through is Saga. And they have Blood Moons postboard, too. Like, the Red Black deck just has everything, you know? The Wrenn play wasn't that bad. Yeah, maybe I should have played Wrenn instead of the Mutt to guarantee my 3rd land. That might have been the misplay. I don't really know if any of this stuff is good against them. I feel like Fable's a little bit too slow, though. I don't have time for Fable in this matchup. Let's bring in, like, 2 Mites and a second Boseiju for, whatchamacallit, for binding. And I consider the Wormulet for this deck. I think that card kind of sucks. It only triggers once per turn. I mean, you can gain life off of it, but I don't like it that much. Oh, I guess maybe you want more Boseijus than Mites for... Yeah, for the Scion. I could see that. I think this hand's good, right? Yeah, this hand's good. Goose! The goose, the goose, the goose is on fire. Yeah, so maybe it's better to have more Boseijus and no Haywire Mites because of Scion of Draco. I mean, having 1 Mite to search for to be able to kill binding is kind of nice, but... Yeah, I mean, this hand wants a fetch land, obviously. This hand would kill for a fetch land. That's probably the next best thing. I guess it's awkward if they just kill the Asmo. I don't have a red source to play the other Asmos, but... They simply just won't have a second bolt. Or we'll just draw a fetch land. Dece. Still like a fetch land, but... Do we run the gamble? I really don't think I want to. It's so greedy. It's too greedy, I think. It's too greedy. Because if I miss on land and they get to keep the Kavu for a turn, it's so bad. Killing this and attacking is a little bit worse against Ragavan, but if they're doing that, I think I'm okay with them Ragavaning me. They likely will have... Maybe they'll have, like, Prismatic Ending for this. And we can just Mutt next turn to try and find a land. Yeah, that's true. They are running low on life. They've you know, shocked twice. Ooh, no land either. Okay. They might have Bolt. Ding, 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 ding. Okay. Now what do we do? I almost still just want to, like, Mutt past a player on Ragavan. Leave myself with 2 blockers. I could also just play Mutt, right? Like, attack for 3, play Mutt. I'm gonna attack first and see if I can get them to bolt the Asmo in combat. Well, I kind of want to have a blocker for Ragavan. I can Wrenn and Six next turn. I want to leave myself a blocker for Ragavan, which is why I want to play the Mutt. But I'm trying to bait them to bolt the Asmo in combat. If they bolt this Asmo in combat, it's so good for me. Oh, fuck yeah. That is such a good exchange for me. Ugh. That's, like, unbelievably good for me. That is the best possible outcome. I obviously don't know of a second Asmo, but, you know, that, like, could not have gone better for us. I could play the Cookbook, hold up an Asmo activation. Or should I had room for Ragavan? I'm actually considering trying Ragavan over Fable. I don't like Fable in this deck. I think it's kind of mid. And I'm not a big fan. I think maybe we'll try another league after this, but try cutting Fable for Ragavan. I think Ragavan's just a better card. I've really not been a fan of Fable. I think that's going to make this deck a lot better if we cut Fable for Ragavan. Even when I watched Spike play this deck earlier, just like, Fable just seemed so clunky. Fable Copy King is great. Let's just win more. If you have a Troll King in play, you're already winning. Like, why do you need to copy your Troll King? You're already winning the game. It's just the Fable is a win more card. You know what I mean? God, they're going to kill the Asmo. Pepe laugh. They are unaware, chat. They are unaware. I guess you didn't realize. They are unaware. All of it was gone. I mean, I'm going to be at 12. Is there, like, any chance I just die to burn? Like, because I can't crack food this turn. Obviously, I can crack a shit ton of food next turn, but... I'm actually going to hold this in case they, like, randomly have explosives. Missing you. If they have 12, they have 12. Well, I'm not even dead to double Tribal Flames. That's only... Double Flames is only 10, right? Fable can upcast Asmo, but I guess the deck already has enough discard effects. Yeah, you have Mutt too. Like, you're not short on ways to cast Asmo. I think I've, like, every time and also, like, that's just slow. A lot of the times you don't want to be waiting until, like, turn 4 to play Asmo, you know? Black Woods, thank you for the 3 months. Much appreciated. Welcome back. Get some Joels in the chat for our new subs. Thank you guys all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all being here. I know I'm a little stuffed up today and my voice is a little shot, but I appreciate each and every one of you being here. Deck have enough 1-drops. I mean, you can never have too many 1-drops. That there's just no such thing as too many 1-drops. That's not a thing that exists. I'm gonna go to combat. Finale for Steelseeker. I think I just want to sack some food this turn. I think the only way I lose this game is getting burned out. So I'm just gonna pass. Like, I just can't see myself losing this game if I don't, you know what I mean? I'm even still representing lethal next turn, right? I can just discard 2 Mutts, unearth them back, and attack for 7. So, like, as long as if I gain 6 life this turn, I just don't really see how I can die. Food deck's been good. This deck's really good. I think this is, like, one of the best Asmo decks I've ever played. It's a very, very good deck. Yeah, like, Modern is a format where the format is so fast-paced, you can never have too many 1-drops. That's just not a thing that happens. Alright, we wanted to go 1 more Boseiju, 1 less Mite for Scion of Draco, because Mite doesn't kill Draco, but I think having 1 to search for off of Saga is good. Because, like, you know, having Saga being an answer to Leyline Binding is pretty nice. So we'll do this. I think grindy Saga decks are just really well positioned post-Yorion. Yeah, that's true. This is like Jund Saga on steroids. Dude, this cabin is really pissing me off. I despise this cabin. Also, playing cabin with Wrenn and Six just doesn't make a lot of sense. And this hand's not even good, right? Like, even if I had 2 untap lanes, it's not that good. I think this hand's a mulligan. They also kept 7. Like, realistically, against their better draws, this hand's just way too slow. Well, I guess this is worse. Let's go to 5. Alright, best hand so far. I want to keep all 3 spells. I almost want to put back Saga. Is this a turn 1 Saga hand? This could be a turn 1 Saga hand. I have to put back 1 more card, though. No, I guess I don't want to turn 1 Saga with the Finale. I'm just going to put back the Saga. I don't know if that's right, but... Do I think Deathless Knight is a playable card in Cat Oven with Sarinth, Mutt, and Fable? What is Deathless Knight? I don't know what that card is. Okay, it's a good 1-drop to draw. Especially if they don't have a Bolt here, because then I can go turn 2 Mutt Asmo. Personal. Just gotta draw the Daredevil. BG, 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 creature, for taste, regular for the turn, you give it to your hand. Deathless Knight is kind of interesting with the Teething Wormulet, right? That's kind of interesting. I haven't not actually tried Steelseeker and Pioneer yet. That's interesting. In the sacrifice decks. The thing about the sacrifice decks is like it's good with Cat Oven, but there's outside of Cat Oven, there's not a ton of ways to like trigger those things multiple times in a turn. You know, is the issue. So it's kind of close. It's kind of tough. All right, give me a Daredevil. That's not bad either. I think I'm still gonna play Finale this turn. I have to get a red source. If I draw a Daredevil, I think I'm in a pretty good spot. Blood tokens and Anvil do it. I guess that's a good point, yeah. Maybe you probably have to play Anvil in those versions. Yeah, Anvil, Harvester triggers it, Voldaren Epicure triggers it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Bullet's awesome. I've seen Bullet live. I've seen Bullet live twice. They put on such a good show. I mean, I like their new stuff too. I just think their new stuff is good. All right, Prage Daredevil. Prage Daredevil. Prage Daredevil. I haven't seen Starset live. Not a Daredevil, but it's actually not that bad. Okay, so let's go play Saga. Oh, no, it's not great, because I still have to discard to play the Asmo. Okay, so why don't we go Cookbook, discard Mutt, play Asmo, because I have to kill the Kavu this turn, for sure. Do we play around Veil? I guess I'll just main phase it, just in case they brought in Veil. And then I'm going to play the Goose, actually. And then, yeah, I'm just going to main phase kill the Kavu. And ship it. I don't know if they have Veil in their deck, but I might as well play around it. Like, I'm going to do that anyways, right? And now this way, if they don't kill the Asmo, I can just go discard a card, make a food, kill Nicatl, make a Saga token, and just kind of take over the game from there. Yeah, I'm not going to block. I guess I died a land double Tribal Flames, but good beats. Yeah, we're doing some Modern today. Spike hooked me real good with the food deck. Yeah, that song is incredible. Makes you want to play Modern again? What's up, Panda? Springleaf Drum. Okay, I think I'm just going to make a food main phase and pass. Yeah, I'm going to make a food main phase and just pass. Need a way to find Devil? I mean, even without Devil, I think I'm doing okay. I think they should just attack with everything, although... Okay, I don't like that play. I was going to say, if they attack with everything, I might have just gone Goose, Chump Block, 4/4, eat a Nicatl, but maybe they're supposed to attack with everything? I don't know. It's fading away. 2-2 split on Troll and Fauna Shaman. I don't... Alright, this game's over. I don't like Fauna Shaman. I definitely don't like Fauna Shaman. Should have played the cookbook first, but... The game is over. I've been asleep for too long. This band is also incredible live. Alright, see if their one draw step was Leyline Binding. Although I think if it was Binding, they probably would have attacked with everything. It gave us the GGs. 7, yeah. Could this deck play 1 or 2 Traverse if we need Devils? How are we on card types? Sorcery, creature, and shit. Actually, yeah, we're pretty good on card types, right? I don't hate that idea. That actually sounds kind of dope. We could try it. I'm thinking -3 Fable, -1 Goose, -1 Troll, +4 Rag, +1 Boseiju, which frees up a sideboard slot. I definitely want to cut Fable for Ragavan. We're gonna try that in the next league. Traverse sounds really interesting, though. Sure, like, almost all... Delirium's almost always online, right? I was thinking Ragavan would be good in this deck, but I wouldn't go and suggest it. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I think Fable's kind of shit. This match was a nail-biter. It was. Like, I could have very easily lost this game, you know. They also... they asked in chat if they should have Binding the Cookbook over the Asmo. I said it's kind of close. I cycled it, Hidetsugu Consumes All. Ugh. Tough. Oh, that's tough. That is tough. Tough. Alright, let's do a little outro for the YouTube. Well, for those of you watching on the YouTube, nice little 4-1. Not too bad, not too shabby. Maybe Doomwake is back into Modern? I mean, you know, it would take a deck like this to get me back into the Modern format, so... You know, shout out to Aspiringspike. This deck is great. We did mention a couple of times in the video that we wanted to try cutting Fable for Ragavan, which I do think that is an interesting decision. Everything felt really good, though. The Gingerbread Cabin, I think, probably could go for maybe just another forest, maybe a 9th fetch land. The Research Desk, it didn't come up too often. That could maybe be a main deck Soul Guide Lantern. But everything else is pretty good. I think I like 4 Troll King. Maybe the 4th Wrenn and Six could be good too. Scrapwork Mutt was nice. Yeah, this deck's great. I don't really have too much else to say. You guys saw it in the video. It's awesome. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to thumbs up, like the channel, subscribe to the channel as well, and let me know what you thought in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.